In this class, let us discuss how to prepare a trial balance. The business transactions are converted into a journal, then they are posted to the ledger accounts. To check the arithmetical accuracy of the ledger postings, a trial balance is prepared. So, a trial balance may be defined as a statement or list of all ledger balances taken from various ledger accounts on a particular date to check the arithmetical accuracy. All the brought down balances which appears on the debit side of the ledger accounts should be shown on the debit side of the trial balance, and all the brought down balances which appears on the credit side of the ledger accounts should be shown on the credit side of the trial balance. If the total of both sides agree, it confirms the arithmetical accuracy of the ledger postings. If the totals of both sides doesn't agree, it confirms that a mistake has been committed somewhere in the books of accounts and it has to be corrected somehow. Now, let us take this sum as an example. Journalize the following transactions in the books of Vasu and post them to the ledger accounts and prepare a trial balance. 2017, November 1st, cash in hand rupees 1 lakh, cash at bank rupees 30,000. These two amounts are opening balances. So, the journal should be 2017 November 1st, cash account debtor 1 lakh, bank account debtor 30,000 to Vasu's capital account 1,30,000. Next transaction, November 2nd, Vasu sold goods to Jyoti for rupees 25,000 against a check and deposit the same in the bank. This is sale of goods, so sales account is to be credited and it is a bank transaction, so bank account should be debited. So the journal should be bank account debtor 25,000 to sales account 25,000. The next transaction is on November 4th, received commission rupees 5,000. This is an income. All income should be credited and cash account should be debited. So the journal should be cash account debtor 5,000 to commission account 5,000. Next transaction is November 8th, bank paid rupees 15,000 directly for insurance premium of Vasu. Now this is amount drawn from the bank for the personal use of the proprietor Vasu. So drawings account should be debited, and since it is a bank transaction, bank account should be credited. So the journal should be drawings account debtor 15,000 to bank account 15,000. Let us pass on to the next transaction. November 15th, cash deposited into bank rupees 30,000. Now this is a cash transaction, so bank account should be debited and cash account should be credited. So the journal should be bank account debtor 30,000 to cash account 30,000. Now the last transaction is November 28th, cash withdrawn from bank for personal use rupees 45,000. This is money withdrawn from the bank for personal use, so drawings account should be debited and bank account should be credited. So the journal should be drawings account debtor 45,000 to bank account 45,000. All these journals have been posted into the ledgers. Now let us see how it has been posted. On the debit side of the cash account, 1 lakh has to be recorded, that is to Vasu's capital account. So to Vasu's capital account 1 lakh. On the debit side of the bank account, 30,000 is to be recorded. Debit side of the bank account to Vasu's capital account 30,000. And on the credit side of the Vasu's capital account, 1,30,000 is to be recorded. So Vasu's capital account credit side, by cash 1 lakh and by bank 30,000, total 1,30,000. Bank account debtor to sales account. On the debit side of the bank account, 25,000. Bank account debtor to sales 25,000. Then sales on the credit side of the sales account 25,000. On the credit side of the sales account 25,000. Cash account debtor to commission account. On the debit side of the cash account, 5,000. To commission, 5,000. On the credit side of the commission account, 5,000. Commission account, credit side, 5,000 by cash. The drawings account debtor to bank. On the debit side of the drawings account, 15,000. Drawings account, debit side, 15,000. Then bank account, credit side, 15,000. Credit side, 15,000. Then bank account debtor to cash. On the debit side of the bank account, 30,000. Debit side of the bank account, 30,000. And on the credit side of the cash account, by bank, 30,000. Then the last journal, drawings account debtor to bank. On the debit side of the drawings account, 45,000. And on the credit side of the bank account, by drawings, 45,000. Now, I have balanced all the ledgers. If a ledger shows brought down balance on the debit side, it is recorded on the debit side of the trail balance. And if a ledger account shows brought down balance on the credit side, it is recorded on the credit side of the trial balance. This is cash account. On the debit side of the cash account, you have 75,000. So this is to be shown on the debit side of the trial balance. And this is also debit balance. This is shown on the debit side of the trial balance. And this is shown on the credit side of the trial balance. And 25,000 credit side of the trial balance. 60,000 on the debit side of the trial balance. And 5,000 on the credit side of the trial balance. And we have to see whether both sides agree. Now let us prepare a trial balance. The format of the trial balance is given here. As we have seen already, trial balance is a statement or a list. It is not an account. And it is prepared on a particular date. So it should be written as on or as at, and the date should be given. So trial balance of Vasu as on 30th November 2017. This column is for serial number and this column is for recording the name of the account, and this is the page number of the respective accounts in the ledger, and this is for recording the debit balances of the ledger account, and this is for recording the credit balances of ledger accounts. Now let us record all the balances in the trial balance and see whether it agrees or not. I have told you already, all the debit balances of the ledger accounts are recorded on the debit side, and all the credit balances of the ledger accounts should be recorded on the credit side. Now let us take number 1, cash account. So 1, name of the account is cash account, and cash account shows a debit balance of rupees 75,000. So let us record the amount 75,000, the debit column. Then let us go to the second account, bank account. Number 2, bank account. Bank account also shows debit balance of 25,000. 25,000. Then third account, Vasu's capital account. 3, Vasu's capital account. Vasu's capital account shows 1,30,000 rupees credit balance. So it should be recorded on the credit side. 1,30,000. Then let us go to the next account, sales account. 4, sales account. Sales account also shows a credit balance of 25,000. So let us record it on the credit side, 25,000. Then drawings account, fifth account. Drawings account shows a debit balance of 60,000 rupees. So let us record it on the debit side. Then finally, commission account. So sixth account, commission account. Commission account shows a credit balance of 5,000. So let us record it on the credit side of the trial balance. And let us find out the totals. 1,60,000. At this side also 1,60,000 total. So a transaction is converted into a journal. The journals are posted into the ledger accounts and they are balanced. Then we prepare a trial balance. The balances on the debit side are recorded on the debit side of the trial balance, and the balances appears on the credit side are recorded on the credit side. If both the totals agree, it confirms the arithmetical accuracy of the ledger postings. You all know that trial balance is prepared from the balances of ledger accounts. But from the examination point of view, it may not be feasible to give various ledger accounts to prepare the trial balance. Instead of that, you are given balance of various ledger accounts and you are asked to prepare the trial balance. It means you have to prepare the trial balance directly without ledger accounts. For this, you have to remember which accounts show debit balance and which accounts show credit balance. Our video on journal entries will help you in this regard. The link is in the description box. Watch it. However, I am giving you a list of accounts that shows debit balance and credit balance. Use it for preparing the trial balance. Purchase account always shows debit balance. So it is shown on the debit side of the trial balance. Purchase is debit, so purchase returns or return inwards is always credit. So take it on the credit side. When purchase is debit, sales is always credit. So it is shown on the credit side. Sales returns or return inwards is debit because sales is credit. Drawings is debit. Capital is a liability, so it's credit. All assets show debit balance. So if you come across an asset, show it on the debit side of the trial balance. So for your reference, I have given some of the assets. Non-current assets: land, buildings, ground, premises, plant, machinery, vehicles, furniture, vehicles, motor car, scooter, then furniture, equipments, loose tools. All these will appear on the debit side of the trial balance. Then current assets: cash in hand or cash, cash at bank or simply bank, debtors or sundry debtors, bills receivable, stock. Show all these current assets on the debit side of the trial balance. Then some of the intangible assets: goodwill, trademark, patents. These assets will appear on the debit side of the trial balance. Then outstanding incomes or accrued incomes or assets, show them on the debit side of the trial balance. For example, outstanding income or accrued income, interest accrued or accrued interest. Then prepaid incomes or advances paid, rent paid in advance. If you come across such items, show them on the debit side of the trial balance. Then some of the liabilities: all liabilities are shown on the credit side of the trial balance. So let us see some of the liabilities: capital, creditors or sundry creditors, overdrafts or bank overdraft, bills payable, bank loan or loans borrowed, then outstanding expenses or amounts due or amounts received in advance. Outstanding expenses or amounts due: salary due or outstanding salary. Amounts received in advance: rent received in advance. So all liabilities will be shown on the credit side of the trial balance. Then all expenses and losses should be shown on the debit side of the trial balance, and all incomes and gains will appear on the credit side of the trial balance. Now I have given you three important expenses which needs little explanation. Freight is a transport charge paid for automobiles. Cartage is a transport charge paid for carts. Carriage is a transport charge paid for carrying the goods by human beings. So all these three expenses are nothing but transporting the materials from one place to another place. If you come across inwards, it means transport charges paid for bringing the materials inside the business or inside the factory for production. Outward means it is the expenses paid for selling the goods. So whether it is inwards or outwards, both are expenses. So take them on the debit side of the trial balance. Then incomes, all incomes and gains will appear on the credit side of the trial balance. So I given you one example, dividend. Now dividend is an income, show it on the credit side of the trial balance. Apart from that, if you come across the word received, it is income. Otherwise it is an expenditure. For example, rent is an expenditure, it will appear on the debit side of the trial balance. Whereas rent received is an income, it is shown on the credit side of the trial. Unless the word received is given, take it granted that it is an expenditure other than the dividend. Now let us try few sums. Now let us try sum number 1. The following balances are extracted from the books of Ravichandran on 31st December 2016. Prepare the trial balance. You are given balances of various ledger accounts and you have to prepare a trial balance. Trial balance of Ravichandran as on 31st December 2016. Capital 1,50,000. Capital is a liability. So credit side of the trial balance 1,50,000. Debtors 22,800. Debtors is an asset. So debit side of the trial balance 22,800. Rent received 500. So rent received is an income. So credit side of the trial balance 500. Bank overdraft 3,100. Bank overdraft is a liability. So credit side of the trial balance 3,100. Creditors 5,500. So creditors account, it's a liability. So credit side of the trial balance 5,500. Premises 1,46,000. So premises is an asset. So debit side of the trial balance 1,46,000. Opening stock 10,000. Opening stock is an asset. Debit side of the trial balance 10,000. Then purchases, we know that purchase always shows debit balance. So purchase account, debit side of the trial balance 45,000. Sales, when purchase is debit, sales is always credit. So sales 75,000, credit side of the trial balance. Returns inwards 1,000. Now this is sales returns. So returns inwards account, debit side of the trial balance 1,000, because sales is credit. So sales returns is always debit. Then discount allowed. Discount allowed is an expense. Debit side of the trial balance 800. Discount received 1,000. It's an income. So credit side of the trial balance 1,000. Wages 2,900. Wages expense. So debit side of the trial balance 2,900. Salaries 3,100. Salaries expense. So debit side of the trial balance 3,500. Commission paid 1,100. Commission paid account expense, debit side of the trial balance 1,100. Finally, general expenses 2,000. General expenses expense, so 2,000 debit side of the trial balance. So let us find out the total of both sides. It agrees. The total of the debit side is 2,35,100 and the total of credit side also 2,35,100. Now let us try another sum in which there is suspense account. From the following balances, prepare trial balance of Bhaskar as on 31st March 2017. Transfer the difference, if any, to suspense account. You are given the balances of various ledger accounts and you have to prepare a trial balance. Trial balance of Bhaskar as on 31st March 2017. Opening stock 40,000. Opening stock is in asset. So debit side of trial balance 40,000. Capital 90,000. Capital is a liability. Credit side of trial balance 90,000. Sales 1,77,200. You know that sales is always shows credit balance. So it is shown on the credit side of the trial balance 1,77,200. Then salaries 12,000. Salaries expense debit side of the trial balance 12,000. Bills payable 9,450. Bills payable is a liability. Credit side of the trial balance 9,450. Telephone charges 2,350. Telephone charges is an expense. So debit side of the trial balance 2,350. Creditors 15,000. Creditors is a liability. So 15,000 credit side of the trial balance. Purchases 85,000. Purchase is always debit balance. So purchase account debit side of trial balance 85,000. Debtors 25,000. Debtors is an asset. Debit side of the trial balance 25,000. Carriage inwards 15,500. It's carriage inwards expense. Debit side of the trial balance 15,500. Bills receivable 20,000. Bills receivable asset. So debit side of the trial balance 20,000. Then commission received 5,550. So commission received is an income. So credit side of the trial balance 5,550. Then cash at bank, it's nothing but bank balance. So it's an asset. So debit side of the trial balance 17,000. Then furniture 19,000. Furniture in asset. So debit side of the trial balance 19,000. Plant and machinery 55,800. Plant and machinery is an asset. So debit side of trial balance 55,800. Repairs 550. Repairs is an expenses. So it is shown on the debit side of the trial balance 550. Now let us find out the total of the debit side and credit side of the trial balance. The total of the credit side of the trial balance is 2,97,200, whereas the total of the debit side is 2,92,200. It shows very clearly trial balance doesn't agree. It means a mistake has been committed somewhere in the books of accounts. So we have to find out the errors and it should be corrected. So till such time, the difference should be placed in an account called suspense account. The suspense account
should be placed on the side
in which there is a shortage. Now here there is a shortage of 5,000 rupees on the debit side. So let us place it on the debit side of the trial balance so that both sides of the totals becomes equal. So it is 2,97,200, 2,97,200, and against it you write suspense account. So suspense account is an account opened to tally the trial balance. It is an imaginary and temporary account open to tally the trial balance, and it is closed when the errors are located. I hope you have learned how to prepare a trial balance clearly and the use of suspense account when the trial balance doesn't agree. This is a very useful video. Share it to everybody, and at the same time don't forget to subscribe Suryan Classroom channel. Thank you.